Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you being here. I get a question quite a bit actually about which type of trader you should be, whether you can be a trend trader or a counter trend trader or a structure based trader. And I've often replied to that comment or that question with you can be either or, but pick one. And in this video I want to share with you why you might find it very, very difficult trying to buy and sell the market and try and capture the trend and the pullbacks and the extension and the pullbacks, and why you might have a hard time doing that. I'm not saying it's not possible, and I'm definitely going to recommend some situations where it's much easier to be able to take that approach of being a structure trader and a trend trader and capture high quality moves in both directions. But for the majority of traders, from what I've seen, the way that they approach it, they find it very, very difficult to come out over a long period of time with consistent profits. They usually break even at best, if not, end up losing money. And I want to show you why. So let's get stuck in. All right, so in this example here, we've got this trend, this upward trend. Let's just say that you're a trend, you're trying to catch the trend. In other words, you're looking for a buy. Now, you know as well as I do that on the way back down, that's when you're looking for a buy signal. Now, it's very unrealistic that you're going to catch the bottom, okay? It's very unrealistic to consistently pinpoint the bottom and buy the bottom and sell the top. That's what everyone would love to do, and if you can do that, you'll be a very rich person, but the chances are you're not going to be able to do that. So on the way down, you're not looking to catch the bottom. What you're doing is you're looking to get in somewhere around here, okay, where there's the first signal that this will slope off, where there's likely to be deceleration and then a continuation in trend. And some of you even look for confirmation. So you catch your order on the way back up once you've had confirmation of a bounce. Some of you use double bottoms and things like that. So your cluster of orders will be around here, right? And that's realistically where you're going to get involved, and then the trend rallies up, right? So just to kind of clarify, you're looking for a cluster of orders around here, and you're looking to get in and buy the market for a projection, an extended move, so that you can let those profits run. You might have heard the saying, cut your losses short, let your profits run. Well, if you're in this situation, you might have a stop loss below the order, and in order to get a good reward to risk profile, you're going to want a nice run. Okay, otherwise it's going to be very difficult to consistently make money over time, and that's kind of getting to what I'm saying and the point of this video. So now let's just say that you're trying to do both. You're not just trying to catch the trend, you're trying to catch the pullback and then jump on the trend again. Well, let's just say that we see the trend extend and you're looking to get short. Some point between here and here, you have to think about exiting your position to then sell this again, right? Which isn't going to be catching the top. It's going to be a cluster of orders again around this zone here. Some of you wait for the pullback for confirmation, and in reality, your orders are going to be in a cluster around here, okay? Now, if you're placing a stop loss, it's got to be above here, probably, right? So stop loss above here, which means if you're getting in here, and you're looking to get out around here again, right? That is not a great reward to risk profile. And it's going to be very, very difficult to consistently make money doing that, because by the time you're getting in, you're looking to get out. And when you're looking to get out, you're looking to get in, and so on and so on and so on. And you end up in this mid zone constantly. And on top of that, we obviously see trends that run out of steam. So we see this kind of thing where it rounds off, where there's a reversal happening. So these runs aren't always as long, and it's very, very difficult to consistently earn money doing this. One, because the reward to risk profile is not in your favor, and two, in real time, okay, in reality, it's very, very difficult to get to earn a profit over this. You're not letting your winners run, and you're not cutting your losses early, and you are constantly being conflicted with ideas. So just to reinforce that point, let's just look at this real chart, okay? So here's the trend, right? Here's the trend. And look how price action behaves. So where here do you think that you'd be getting involved? Where here do you think you'll be getting involved, right? If you're looking for a sell, look, you might be looking to sell here on this first move up because we've seen this 3-bar reversal. So do you get in here or do you get in here, right? Now let's just say you get in and then you're looking to buy the dip. Where do you get in? Here when you see the support, or here, or maybe here? Okay, so look, in this example, by the time you've got in, you've got out. And there's a very tiny zone there for profit taking with a massive stop. So, and the same on the way up. So let's just say that you're up now, right? And let's just say that you pick the top on this one and you got this nice double top up here. You roll over and look, you see the resistance. So you think, well, okay, here's the previous resistance becomes support. This is where I'm going to get in, and then we roll over, and then we find support here, then we find support here, then we find support here and here. Okay, so you've got this cluster here where you're likely to get in, and by the time you've got in, you're looking to get out because you're looking for resistance to find the dip back down. Make sense? So it's a very, very difficult game to play. The best play is to get in around that cluster, but have a skewed reward to risk favor that's reward profile that's massively in your favor. Okay. Now, just going back to the final point, I'm not saying you can't do this, and I'm not saying that there isn't certain opportunities or certain situations that provide a higher probability. I'm first and foremost a trend continuation trader, meaning that I am taking profit at a retest of the high, and then I'm trailing stops, depending on where we are at structure, trailing stops up to squeeze as much profit out as I can for that second target. Now, there's certain price points in the market that you'll gain with discretion, where let's just say that previous structure, we got this major structure looking left, and we're approaching that level. Absolutely, I can get involved here and look to ride this up. And when we get to this level, then I can look for a high quality short. And that is a unique situation where all the stars align, and I'm just testing a level that I've made notes of and I've tested, and I'm using my discretion to actually go from a long position to a short position. I did it on my, also did it on the Head and Shoulders strategy, which I posted out on YouTube a couple of videos back, on the New Zealand dollar, where I look to get short and then I look to get long. Those are certain situations that I've built over time, that I've studied and I've tested and I've built to my discretion. And yes, absolutely, when we're seeing extreme highs, extreme lows, certain even handle price levels that are tested, absolutely, regardless of what direction I'm looking for a trend trade, I can look for a counter move based off of structure. Yes, but I hope this video shows you that looking to completely take the middle all the time is going to leave you burned out and probably with very little profit. So hope you got value from that. I hope that explains it. Let me know what your thoughts are. If there's any guys that trade like this and you try and catch the bottom and the top continuously, let me know how hectic your trading day is, and I'll be interested to know. But I hope you got value from that. I hope that explains it clearly why it's difficult to be a trend trader and a counter trend trader, and it's best to pick one or the other and then just add those unique discretionary high quality trades into your portfolio management. But that's it. So hopefully you got value, guys. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts, and until next time, take care, have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you then.